Hi, folks. Welcome back. Dennis Fatoza, also known as F Noodles. And today we're going to be talking about The Odyssey again. Yes, I know it's been the topic of the month. It's either Jubilee debates or The Odyssey. Dennis, make up your mind. What are you doing with your life? I know, guys. Anyway, The Odyssey came out, and it's actually on track to make over $1 billion. Ironically, it's also garnered a whole group of conservatives who seem intent on convincing you that there's actually a conservative message behind this movie, which is not only openly contradicted by the casting itself and the delusion of what it means to be Greek, especially in ancient Greece, but is now confirmed by Christopher Nolan himself. Nolan admitted that he changed the ending of Homer's Odyssey, specifically Telemachus's punishment of the disloyal maidservants, because he considered it to be too grim and too misogynistic. So there you go, folks. It's woke. It's woke, okay? I mean, it's settled. Look, what are we even doing anymore? Why are we pretending this wasn't another woke Hollywood production? See, I have several theories as to why so many conservatives rush to defend this movie and act like there wasn't woke, as though Hollywood suddenly had some newfound appreciation for conservative values, which of course didn't happen. In fact, people pointed to one specific fact right out the gate. The argument was that Nolan made these casting decisions because they're effectively required under the Academy's diversity standards if you want to maximize your chances of being nominated for and winning an Oscar. A lot of people have speculated that this is Nolan's big Oscar run. Needless to say, if this sort of policy is baked into the infrastructure, then the institution itself is promoting a woke framework. If you're operating within that institution and accommodating those standards, then you're supporting that framework. And if you actually care about Western institutions and one of the foundational texts of Western civilization, then you would naturally have an interest in preserving its most traditional aspects and conserving them. But clearly, there's been a break. You have people like Ben Shapiro aligning themselves with people like Lauren Southern. It's absolutely insane to me that we live in such a time where people do that while under the guise of not being hypocrites. It's amazing how all it takes is a president becoming a lame duck or even just looking like he's about to become one for people to start abandoning the movement and the principles they were claiming they died for just a few months ago. Now, all that being said, The Odyssey has actually leaked on X. The entire movie is available. If you know where to look, you can go and watch it yourself if you want to. I'm obviously not going to play any of it here because they're handing out copyright strikes like hotcakes, but there are numerous scenes that are unbelievably cringe, including several with Anne Hathaway that are just going around X, and the reactions aren't good, folks. Again, I'm not going to show them here, but they're easy enough to find. The acting is horrendous, to say the least. It is absolutely just awful. People are calling this Oscar-worthy, yet you've got Anne Hathaway screaming in Tom Holland's face, and I honestly don't know how anyone finds that entertaining. What is entertaining about this? I seriously don't get it. Anyway, all that being said, there is an interview I want to look at because, once again, Elliot Page has been brought to the forefront and sent out to defend this bizarre gay ideology they subscribe to. This is what Elliot Page had to say about the rising challenge of playing sin. And yeah, let's see exactly how Elliot Page rose to the challenge of portraying a Greek warrior, something she could never become no matter how much someone chooses to reject reality or asks the audience to suspend their disbelief.
So excited to have you here. Congratulations on all of the success on The Odyssey. Every IMAX showing in New York is sold out through mid-August. How does it feel to be part of a project that is single-handedly saving movies?
Oh my God.
Talk about hyperbole, huh?
It's a dream to get to be involved with this project. I get to work with Chris Nolan again, this extraordinary cast and crew that makes a movie like this possible.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just so lucky to be a part of it.
Now, I know that you're an avid reader. Did you read The Odyssey?
Well, in school.
More than I can say.
Yeah, the character I play in this is actually not originally in The Odyssey.
Right.
So for me, the focus was really on, being able to capture him in these, few scenes and hopefully, make Chris happy.
Oh, God. You really, really did. Your performance is incredible in this. It truly took my breath away. You have such an important role in the film, and that you're really the heart and soul, and your character stays all the way through the end. I mean, in a way, you're kind of embodying Odysseus's shame and selfishness. Going into this role, knowing that, is that thrilling for you as an actor, or does it terrify you?
Actress.
You know, both in the best way, you know, and getting to work with someone like Chris, who obviously just has such impeccable vision and execution, and you know, I think, yeah, those were the initial conversations I had with Chris about this character and Sinon being this sort of consciousness of, you know, facing Odysseus and the impacts of war, the brutality of war and violence. And so I think I was terrified and just, you know, wanting to make sure I did an okay job, you know, and pulled it off in the movie. And but it was the good kind of, you know, the good kind of nerves, of course.
What the hell are you talking about, dude? What is this? You're just rubbing each other off. You're just on TV scissoring, just ungluing the Velcro. What are you doing? This movie is single-handedly saving movies? Really? Really? I mean, come on. The level of pandering here is unbelievable. And at no point did she actually talk about what it means to be a Greek warrior. At no point. There was no understanding of the role, no discussion of the character, no appreciation for the historical context. Instead, it's just, I wanted to make Chris happy. What are you talking about? I just wanted to make Chris happy. And you're supposed to be portraying a dude? You just want to make another man happy? You sound like a woman. What are you talking about? This whole thing just pisses me off. No man wants to make another man happy. What? What kind of gay are you? Oh, yeah, I forgot. This is a woman. Yeah. The fact that I have to sit here in plain old 2026 dealing with this insane bullcrap. We were supposed to have flying cars. Instead, we got Elliot Page playing a Greek warrior. What are we doing? This is retarded. Is that the goal? Is society just never supposed to evolve? Our technology just keeps evolving, but culturally, we move in the opposite direction. We just become increasingly more retarded while pretending it's progress. Seriously, how are we acting that any of this is real? How are we supposed to suspend disbelief when this woman and these other women are just sitting there pretending? I hate this. I hate everything about this. And look, I'm not a hateful person. I love a lot of things, but I hate this. And I genuinely wish I could just unsee it. What a waste of time. And it's an even bigger waste of time than the 2.5 hours or 50 minutes or whatever you want to spend watching The Odyssey, which you could do on X right now. If you don't want to give Christopher Nolan a buck, you can literally go and watch the leaked version. Man, what an absolute shit show. This is by far the worst commentary I have ever had to give it. I mean, that sincerely. Not because I think I perform badly, but because the subject matter sucks. Anyway, folks, you tell me what you think in the comments down below. Hope you have a terrific day. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Share it with a friend. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace.